If General Lewis had been at full strength, William might have hesitated to act. But now, with the 10 fragrant soft tendon powder in his system, his cultivation had dropped to a fraction of its power, and was still weakening. William naturally had to seize this opportunity to capture him in one decisive move. "Get the hell away from me!" As the enforcers closed in, General Lewis let out a furious roar. He clenched his massive, boulder-sized fists and slammed them into the ground. Boom! A deafening explosion shook the earth. The ground within a dozen meters around him shattered and collapsed, forming a network of deep cracks resembling a spider web. A powerful shockwave followed, hurling dust and debris into the air, toppling walls, and reducing the entire council hall to ruins. The elite enforcers who had charged at him were sent flying like broken kites, tumbling to the ground in disarray. Even William himself was forced back over 10 meters by the sheer force of the impact. Huff, huff! General Lewis stood in the aftermath, his face deathly pale, sweat streaming down his forehead. Forcing his energy to erupt like that had only accelerated the poison's effects. He knew full well, if he kept wasting his strength like this, he would die here tonight. "Thorian Reese! The tides will turn one day, I swear I'll make you pay!" With a final, furious declaration, he kicked off the ground, launching himself like a cannonball. In an instant, he shot forward 10 meters, flipping over the courtyard wall and vanishing into the night. After him! William didn't hesitate for a second, immediately leading the enforcers in pursuit. At the same time, the emergency horn blared across the West Lucosia Palace. The entire palace went into lockdown. All exits were sealed, and troops were mobilized from all directions to hunt down General Lewis. Thorian Reese, however, remained still, his gaze fixed on the distant night. His expression was unreadable, either joy nor anger. If he can escape after being poisoned and surrounded, well, then I suppose he's just that lucky. A desperate escape beneath the dark sky, General Lewis sprinted like a streak of lightning. He had sealed several key pressure points to slow the poison's spread, but this measure wouldn't last long. At most, he had the time it took to burn one incense stick before his strength completely failed, leaving him at his pursuer's mercy. He had to escape the palace and reach his safe house within that time. "Don't let him get away! Block his path!" Shouts echoed across the manor as guards swarmed in from all sides. Every road, every exit had been sealed. There was nowhere to run. Damn it! General Lewis came to a sudden stop, his sharp gaze darting around, searching for an opening. The West Lucosia Palace was massive. He had visited countless times, but only followed specific routes. Now, being hunted, panic set in, he had lost his bearings. Worse, enemies closed in from all sides. If the royal guards managed to engage him in combat, his situation would only get worse. Screw it! I'll take my chances! His eyes swept across his surroundings, and he picked a direction purely on instinct. Then, he charged forward with all his might. Right now, survival was his only goal. He didn't care about fighting, only about breaking through. Even when guards appeared ahead of him, he didn't stop for an instant. Instead, he barreled straight through them, relying on his formidable physique to smash through any obstacle. Ordinary soldiers stood no chance against a half-step grandmaster, even one whose strength had been drastically weakened. However, while they couldn't stop him, they could slow him down. Even a brief delay gave more pursuers time to close in. The dragon binding net. Deploy the dragon binding net! William and his elite enforcers moved ahead, cutting off General Lewis's path. 20 men, working in perfect sync, cast a massive golden net, and it landed right on top of him. This was no ordinary net. It was woven from dragon binding rope, each strand worth a fortune and specially crafted to restrain martial arts masters. Any Grand Master level fighter caught in it would have their inner strength suppressed. The ropes were incredibly durable, impervious to blades, spears, fire, and water. Even the most formidable martial artists could not break free. Arf! General Lewis let out a furious, primal roar. He grabbed at the ropes, trying to tear them apart, but they only tightened further. "Hold him down! Don't let him rise!" Feeling the raw power still emanating from within the dragon-binding net, William's expression darkened. He quickly signaled his men to tighten the net, focusing all their strength on restraining their captive. "You vermin! Get off me!" General Lewis roared and, with sheer brute force, swung the entire net to the side. The 10-man squad on the left was instantly flung away, their bodies crashing to the ground like ragdolls. William's eyelid twitched in shock. Even after being poisoned, he still has this much strength? Just how terrifying was he at full power?
And just can't accept it. This can't be the end yet. You promised to never leave, and now you're gone. Can't believe I can feel the world slipping away as you slowly fade from my everyday. You promised forever a love without end, but now I'm left broken, struggling to mend. I thought we were so tied, destined for a lifetime, love with no end, love with no end. Staying in my imagination, memorizing the past time, the secrets, the love, the care. Now they're echoes in the air. I still see your face in every place, feel your warmth, your gentle grace. But now there's just an empty space, and I'm lost in this endless chase. Keeping you in my heart, a piece of you I'll never let go. Though distance brings separation, in my heart you'll always glow. I just can't say goodbye, no matter how hard I try. A bond like ours, so deep and true, will always be if you stay or no. I thought we were so tied, destined for a lifetime, love with no end, love with no